Hello and welcome. My name's Dr. Jav. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we'll make a start shortly. And also, please let me know where you are from. Thank you, Olher. Thank you, Karnisha. Please let me know what part of the country you're from as well. Thank you, Kwok. And thank you, Abalnina. Welcome, welcome. Italy is in the house. Welcome, Italy. We have London in the house. Welcome, London. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a forex and cryptocurrency trader. We have Wok from Hong Kong. Wow. Welcome from Hong Kong. Welcome from Manchester. Welcome from Nigeria is in the house. Leicester is in the house. So we have an international crowd with us today. Texas, Columbus, Ohio. So there's quite a few places there that I have not yet visited, and definitely I'd like to visit all those places very, very soon. So my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a forex and cryptocurrency trader. And from the outset, I want to make it clear that you will not become an expert trader by the end of this presentation. This presentation is only meant to be a guide and introduction to trading. And at the end of this presentation, we'll give you the opportunity to join us, to register with us so we can teach you how to trade like the experts. So a little bit about myself. I've been trading now for several years, around 5 years or so, and I started very much in corporate. So going back a fair few years now, when I was at school, my parents told me to work hard, get a good education so I can get a good job. And that is what I did. I went to school, got a very, very good education, went to university, continued my education only to get a job that I absolutely hated. So just some of the volume down, just bear with me. Yeah, I hated my first job out of university, and that was when I decided that I could not work for anyone ever again. And I resigned that first position, my first job, after a few months because I had bills to pay. Obviously, today as a university student, the average debt in the UK, you're looking at about £60,000. So it's not easy being a university student. And when you leave university with that, you have no guarantee of a job, but what you are guaranteed, unless you get financial support from someone, what you are guaranteed is a debt of £50,000 to £60,000, and certainly that's not a good place to be when you leave university and start your first job. So I left university. So I left my first job. I resigned that position, and I bought a ticket to Australia, Sydney. And at the airport, I came across the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So please get yourself a pen and paper, because note takers are money makers. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book by a guy called Robert Kiyosaki, an entrepreneur, someone I've been following now for several decades. That was my first introduction to business. That book was my first practical introduction to business at university. I'd learned about business before, but to be honest, it was all theory. At university, it was just the theoretical principles of business. And although I did case studies, it's not like real life. And Rich Dad Poor Dad introduced me to business. And when I came back to the UK from Australia, I was a property millionaire within 3 years of my return to the UK. Since then, I've been trading the markets. I actually started off trading the stock market. I made some money, I lost some money, and then I became serious about it. I became a professional, and I started dabbling in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. I started off with Bitcoin, I started mining it and also trading it as well. I then moved on to other cryptocurrencies and also started looking at the foreign exchange market. Now, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, taught me about the cash flow quadrant, and that is what you can see here. That is the cash flow quadrant, and basically the cash flow quadrant teaches us that 95% of the world population is broke. I'll say that again. 95% of the world population of 7.8 billion people, which comes to 7.4 billion, is broke. If you want to be financially free, you have to be the top 5%, because the top 5% is composed of investors and also business owners. So the top 5%, I'm glad to say that we're part of that. As traders, we are actually investors, we're traders, we're business owners. And today, at the moment, we have a horrible pandemic going on. I'm currently based here in the UK, and we have not left lockdown yet. We've got a slow easing out of lockdown, but again, generally for the last, in fact, over a year now, millions of people have lost their jobs, not just in the UK, but all over the world. millions of people are coming out of furlough, so that government support will stop soon. And again, many businesses, millions of businesses, especially SMEs, have now become bankrupt. So a lot of people are in a worse situation today than they were last year. However, having said that, when it comes to trading, the good thing about trading, certainly the forex market and cryptocurrencies, is that it's a green market, which means whatever's happening out there in the economy is irrelevant for us. We're still going on every single day as you were doing on before. In fact, today, we're actually doing better than we were doing 3 months ago, 6 months ago, over a year ago, because we're developing our strategies every single day and becoming better traders as we go along. We actually form our own economy, and the outside economy is irrelevant when it comes to our own economy. Now, foreign exchange, in its simplest terms, is the exchange of one currency for another. So you've got your pounds, your dollars, your euros, your Japanese yen. When you exchange one for another, you have now taken part in the foreign exchange market. If you were to go to the USA from the UK and trade your pounds for your dollars, then you will have taken part in the foreign exchange market. If you go back to that same exchange at a later date or time, you may be offered a different exchange rate. It's that difference in exchange rates that we as foreign exchange traders utilize every single day to profit from. As long as there's movement in the market, as long as there's volatility in the market, we can profit from that volatility. Now, I started off doing the stock market, but when I heard how big foreign exchange was, to be honest, I couldn't find the words. Foreign exchange is massive. It's absolutely massive. In fact, up to $6.6 trillion every single day is exchanged via forex. Banks collectively are exchanging or making over $1 trillion every single day from the foreign exchange market. So when I'm talking banks, I'm talking about, for example, Barclays, HSBC, Santander, Bank of England, and so on and so on, collectively make over $1 trillion every single day from forex. The most interesting aspect of this is that they're making it from your money. So if you have a bank account, your money is already doing or being used for foreign exchange, whether you like it or not. Your money does not sit in your bank account and stay there. The bank is in fact using your money to profit from every single day. And as a thank you, they're giving you 0.0123 or 5% interest a year. I had a letter from my bank recently saying, congratulations, we are now going to pay you 0.05% interest on your balance. Yet banks continue to make over $1 trillion every single day. I find that quite disgusting, actually. So when I heard of that for the first time, I decided that perhaps we should keep the profits ourselves. My mentor said to me all those years ago, he said to me, Dr. Jav, how much money have you made on your own money in the last 10 years? How much money have you made on your money in the last decade? And I thought about that question for a bit, and my answer was a big fat zero. I've actually made zero money on my money sitting in my bank account over the last 10 years because we have something known as inflation. Even though interest rates are extremely low at the moment, 0.05% or whatever they are, we, because of inflation, have made close to zero on our investments. That is why we should multiply our money, and we can do that via the foreign exchange market. And the great news is we can do it just with our mobile phone. The foreign exchange market is a 24-hour-a-day, 5-day-a-week market, and you can access it regardless of where you are based geographically. Currently, we have over 400,000 members in our organization who trade with us every single day, based in over 130 plus countries all over the world. In the last few years, I've traveled quite a bit. I've been to Australia, I've been to the USA probably about 8 or 9 times. I've been to Europe countless number of times, Africa, all the major continents. I've traveled to Singapore, the Far East, yet I've been able to run my business from my mobile phone. We don't even need access to a laptop. As long as you have a smartphone, your smartphone can become your ATM in your pocket or in your hand. So it doesn't matter where you're based, you can transact via the foreign exchange market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now, we also have digital currency, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you're based, Bitcoin is the largest digital currency in the market, and you've probably heard of it. And recently I was sitting in a taxi, and my taxi driver said to me, have you heard of this Bitcoin thing? You know, perhaps you should buy some Bitcoin. Now, when your taxi driver is telling you about Bitcoin, it's an interesting concept, because Bitcoin has been around since 2009. And even now, even today, Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency in the market, is not understood as well as it will be in the future. Now, there's many cryptocurrencies in the market, and I will talk about Bitcoin again later during this presentation. But in the last few months, the price of Bitcoin has gone up by well over, I'd say, 100%. In the last 3 or so months, the price of Bitcoin has gone up by over 100%. So many people around the world who are invested in cryptocurrencies are making an amazing amount of profit. And again, currently the cryptocurrency market is actually over $1 trillion, and it's getting bigger and bigger every single day. In addition to foreign exchange trading, in addition to cryptocurrency trading, we also have something known as high frequency trading, for example, binary options. So if you like a bit of excitement in your life and you want to make money in seconds or a couple of minutes, then high frequency trading is for you. Now, the good news is that we are able to work from home regardless of location. And in addition to trading, we also have our online business empire as well. And if you are interested in learning how to set up your online shop and transact online and earn a very good income from that, we have an ECX platform that teaches you how to do drop shipping as well. So we don't just do trading, we also do drop shipping, which at the moment is extremely big. And certainly we noticed this in the last year or so with the pandemic, that many people were beginning to work from home. And again, drop shipping has gone through the roof. So online sales have gone through the roof. And again, it's a very good way to earn an income regardless of your location. So how do we teach you how to trade? We actually teach you through our academy. And once you register with us, as many people do every single day, you will get access to your own personal mentor. Your mentor will work with you to ensure that you succeed as a trader, and you will also get access to over 100 plus educators all over the world. Now, we have training sessions 24/7, 24 hours a week, 7 days a week. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is how we teach you how to trade. Very much like I'm speaking to you now, we have live sessions every single day where your mentor will sit down with you and show you the ropes. That is how I learned to trade. I learned to trade by watching what my mentors were doing on screen. So very much like I'm speaking to you now, your mentor will pop up his charts, and you can see a chart here on this slide, and he will go through the motions, and all you have to do is copy what your mentor is doing. At school, we were told not to copy. What I'm telling you is to copy, because that is how you learn. The apprenticeship model is amazing, and that is what we have here. We learn through the apprenticeship model, whereby you will copy the experts, and over a period of days, weeks and months, you will yourself become a very good trader as well. Trading allows you to work from anywhere in the world, as I've talked about before. And once you register with us, you will get access to several apps and also trading ideas. So a trading idea is basically information that tells you when to come into the market and when to leave the market. Again, as long as you can copy and paste, you can use those trading ideas and alerts from day one to profit from. So even if you have no knowledge of trading whatsoever, because we do all the analysis ourselves, you can copy that analysis and those trading ideas, pop them into your phone, and your trades will be placed on autopilot for you, and they will pump out or jump out once you've achieved that profit. Again, a very good way to learn. Again, I don't know if you know this, but 90 to 99% of trading is actually mindset. I'll say that again. 90 to 99% of trading is mindset. As traders, we understand this, which is why we have teamed up with a guy called Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor featured in the film The Secret, and he teaches us on a weekly basis about mindset and personal development and how you need to gear yourself up for success. Now, many traders, in fact, 76% of traders lose, and that is primarily due to mindset. Unless your mind is in the right place, unless your emotions are in check, you will generally lose your trades. As professional traders, we know this, we understand this, which is why our partnership with Bob Proctor is groundbreaking. We have 400,000 plus members all over the world. And again, you will not just learn from us, your mentors, the traders, but you will also learn from Bob Proctor, who will teach you about mindset and personal development. To get started today is $235. For $235, we will teach you and show you how to trade the markets. For example, fiat currency, for example, pounds, dollars, yen. The same is the price for the High Frequency Academy if you want to do binary options. And again, if you only want to do cryptocurrency, we have the same price again. The Elite Academy, one of our most popular programs, is $325. To get started with the Elite Academy, you will learn not just foreign exchange trading, but also binary options, and we'll also teach you about cryptocurrency. The monthly prices you saw on the earlier slide and this slide, we have a sponsorship scholarship scheme which allows you to waive those prices, and I'll talk about that shortly. If you only want to do online marketing and drop shipping, the price for that is $325. If you were to go for the Foreign Exchange Academy, the cheapest academy that we have, there are various add-ons that you can add to that to help you to increase your knowledge. For example, if you want to scalp the market, we have a tool known as Vibrator, excuse me, and later during this presentation, my colleague Mandeep will do some live trading with Vibrator. You can add that onto your package. If you want to do cryptocurrency, in addition to the basic foreign exchange, you can add the swipe coin add-on to that package. But again, once you decide to register, you can speak to the person that recommended you attend this call, and they will go through each of those in detail. Now, when it comes to the monthly, you can actually waive your monthly fee through our scholarship scheme known as 2 and Free. If you recommend 2 people to the organization and they register with us and start trading, your monthly fee is waived. So basically, you can learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world for just $200 to $300. I have not seen a scheme, a platform, an academy like this anywhere in the world. What I want to do now is see if my colleague Mandeep is on the call, and we can actually then go through a live trading session and show you one of our platforms, Vibrator, in a bit more detail. So Mandeep, are you on the call? Let me just unmute Mandeep. Just give me a second. That's fine, Mandeep is on the call. 1 second, I'll just unmute Mandeep, and then we can show you Vibrator, which is one of our live trading platforms. So Mandeep, are you here with us?
Hi, yes, Dr. Jav, I'm here. How are you doing?
Hi Mandeep, how are you? I'm doing awesome, thank you.
Awesome. So thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Ladies and gents, my name is Mandeep, and I come all the way from Leicester, and my background is in the corporate world. I was working continuously after I graduated, month after month, getting paid 12 times a year. Now that's the norm for a lot of us, in jobs, getting paid that amount of money, getting paid that amount of income. Basically, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to impact my family. I wanted to change their lives, retire my parents, sack my boss, wake up on my own alarm clock. Now, how many of us have that luxury? I'm going to ask you 2 questions, ladies and gents, and I want you to really honestly answer in your heads. You don't have to put it in the chat box. But question number 1, in the last 10 years that you've been working, or 5 years or 2 years or whatever it is, how much of that income that has flown through your bank account have you multiplied? How much of that income have you multiplied? Think about all the income you've earned in the last 10 years. Question number 2, since the beginning of this year, from the 1st of January 2021, how much has your income increased by percentage-wise? Is it 1%? Is it 10%? Is it not even any percentage? And that will give you an indication of how things are going for you. Are you genuinely happy with your financial situation? Can you do what you want when you want? look at your goals right now and look at your financial situation. Maybe there's a big, sort of distance between the two. And this platform, ladies and gents, is 100% life-changing. And I can say that from experience. Within 15 months of giving this platform a go, I managed to leave my job. And it is just amazing. I do this every single day now, full time, waking up on my own clock, seeing who I want, when I want, the luxury of being able to, do a lot of things that maybe people in jobs or businesses that they're tied to, that they're not able to do. So for me, the true meaning of wealth is having time, money, and health freedom all in one go, which is amazing. So I would definitely say to you, consider the platform, whatever it is you want to do, whether it's crypto, e-commerce, high frequency forex, or just the forex. There is an opportunity for every single person to win. Now, speaking of winning, I'm going to invite a person to give a testimonial on this call today. And I just want to double check that she's actually on the call. So this particular lady, she's actually in her second year at university, and she decided that she wanted to make a change. She's all the way from Birmingham, which is a city in the UK. So let's hear from her. Yasmin, are you on the call?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Yasmin. How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
Yes, I'm good. So Yasmin, tell us a bit about yourself, your background. I know I've given a bit of an intro, but tell us a bit about your background and why you decided to come into this platform.
Oh, well, as you just said, I'm a student at university at the minute. It's not looking good for us at the minute. I don't know if I was staying into my university course, if I was going to get a job afterwards. And now I know that there is something big I can do, and that's what I can do with the academy. The academy is not just giving me the power to be financially free, but at the same time that the work on my mindset that is giving me and is allowing me to do is just amazing. In a short space of time, I'm completely changing as a person. A while ago, I wouldn't think that I would have been speaking to a wide range of people like I am today.
That's really, really great. So what has stood out for you in this platform so far?
It's the atmosphere, because there's everybody is the same. There's no hierarchy. Even with you, Mandeep, I don't see somebody feels like they are better than anybody else. No, we are all working towards our goals, and we are doing this all together.
100% agree. Any lasting words you'd like to give for the guests, Yasmin?
I'd say a massive congratulations for coming into this call, because this is the first step to really work towards your goal. And I know that you can do amazing things throughout this platform.
Wow, that's amazing. So ladies and gents, that was Yasmin all the way from Birmingham. And she's actually, she's in her early 20s and decided to make a decision once and for all so that she can actually, do something for her future. How many of us are actually thinking about that particular dream, that particular goal of ours? What I want to do now is I want to share my screen. If you can see my screen, I want you to put number 1 in the chat box, and then I can show you a live demonstration of one of our products. Now this particular product, oh, thank you, perfect. This particular product is called Vibrata. This particular product is called Vibrata, and I'm going to show you just in 4 simple steps, ladies and gents, how you can actually earn an income. So this basic chart is showing you an example of a currency pair called Euro USD, the euro against the US dollar, and it's actually come in as a buy. We know that because it's got a green stripe next to it. Any currency pair on the right hand side on the alert panel that appears in a green is a buy, and any trade that appears in a red is a sell. Now, ladies and gents, everything is done for you on this platform, which is amazing. It's algorithm based, so it's giving you potential trade ideas into the actual chart. So let's have a look at this together. Now, in 4 steps, we're going to understand how this works. Ladies and gents, just give me a second, sorry.
Just bear with us. I think Mandeep's going to find a quieter place to sit down in.
Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I'm in a workplace and it's just a bit noisy over there. So as I was saying, in 4 simple steps, you can actually learn how to take a trade. So this is Euro USD. And what we're looking at, ladies and gents, is basically 4 lines, okay? 3 lines. We can see here there's a red line, a blue line, and a green line. Now, I want you to see how simple this really is. So step number 1 is there a crossover between the red and the blue line outside of the cloud? Well, let's have a look. The cloud is a purple shaded area. And what we're looking for, ladies and gents, is a crossover between the two, which I'm sure we can agree the crossover has happened outside of the cloud. Perfect. Step number 2. It says here the current price must be 10 pips above the cloud. Now remember, the pips is the movement in the market. The pips is the movement in the market. And all we're looking to do is to make sure that the gap between the cloud and the current price is 10 movements or 10 pips. So if I get my ruler and measure from the cloud to the current price, this is insane. It's actually 40 pips away from the cloud. I'm definitely happy with that. That's amazing. Step number 3, the red line must be above the blue line. Is the red line above the blue line? It definitely is. We can see that right there. Again, if I zoom in, you can see the red line is directly above the blue line. And finally, step number 4, the green line must be pointing up. Well, ladies and gents, can you see right here, the green line is definitely pointing straight up. So this means that we can actually take the trade, which is amazing. Okay, and that's really, really great. So we can actually get into this trade as a potential trade idea. So if we were to get into this right now, okay, our take profit for this trade would be around, oh, let's have a look, 1.19720. Okay, that's actually a live trade that we've just given out, and that could actually be something that when you come into the platform, you go into your trading platform, you find your USD and you click it as a buy, and you can make money. Imagine you're able to make your day's wage in an hour. Imagine you're able to make your month's wage in a week. Now, these are just potential ideas. I'm not making any income claims here. I'm just giving you an idea that by multiplying your money online, ladies and gents, it can make a massive difference for your time and for your income. Now, what does this mean in monetary terms? Now, I did mention all we're looking to do is to catch what are called 10 movements in the market or 10 pips. So let me just show you what that means in monetary terms. And again, this is just an example. It doesn't mean you're actually going to gain this much money, but it will give you a proper solid idea on how this all works. So if I just paste this on my screen, if you caught 10 pips and your risk management was £1 a pip, you would make £10. Does that sound good? It's pretty good when you're not exchanging time for money. What about if you had £10 a pip as part of your risk management and you caught 10 pips? You would then make £100, and that could be in the space of 5 minutes, half an hour, depending on the market conditions. How about £100 a pip? That would give you £1,000 just by catching 10 pips. And remember, you did not give your time to anyone. You did not go into work. You did not travel anywhere. You did it all from the comfort of your home, on your phone and on your laptop. It's a very simple way of earning money. So remember, this platform is patented only to the I Am Mastery Academy. You can't buy this anywhere else. But one thing I want to finish off with is compounding, and I will copy and paste the website just after I finish. But compounding is a very, very powerful form of multiplying money. And Albert Einstein was the one that said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it pays it. Sorry, I'm getting my words confused now. He who understands it earns from it, and he who doesn't, he pays it. Let me ask you a question. Are you a payer or earner of compound interest? Majority of people are payers. Okay, they pay compound interest. But let me just show you how this actually works. Say if you started off with $200 in an account, in a trading account. Remember, we do not trade on your behalf. You do the trading yourself. And you multiply your money by 3% every day, okay? And let's say you did that for the next 7 months, which is 140 days, and you reinvested everything. So all 100% of your earnings. Here, you do not withdraw any money and you don't put any money in. Whatever profit you make, you just keep reinvesting that. That's what that means. And finally, let's not include the weekends because the market is not open on the weekend. If I click calculate now, you're probably going to be shocked with the figure. But by September of this year, on the 29th of September, your account will be at $12,538. Maybe some of you don't believe me. Let me show you the evidence. If I scroll down here, you can actually see the earnings every single day, 3% what you're multiplying. So 3% of 206 is 212. 3% of this is 218. 3% of 218 is 225. So as you go through, you can actually see, and by the way, feel free to do this yourselves. I will put the website in the chat box shortly, but this is such a simple way of compounding money. And look, if you go all the way to day, what is it, day 55, now you've hit 4 figures with your account. It's over £1,000. And as we scroll down all the way to day 140, you will be able to see that your account is at 12,530. I mean, every time I do this, it literally gives me goosebumps, because our work, our job is not gonna give us that. And someone is saying how to guarantee to win 3% every day. There are no such thing as guarantees, but our platform is over 75% accurate. So if you're using the tools and the products properly with our guidance and mentorship, there's no reason why you can't compound an account and learn it. But remember, it's all dependent on the way you learn. Okay, it's all dependent. So one person might not make the same income as another person because of the level of learning that they're doing. So that's really important to understand. This is all a guidance and a mentorship platform. So as long as you're teachable, as long as you're coachable, my goodness, the world is your oyster. So I'm super, super excited to see you all on board. And I will hand it back over now to Dr. Jav to close the call. Dr. Jav, thank you so much for having me on, and I will see you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy. That was absolutely awesome. And also, Yasmin, thank you for your testimonial. So both of them are obviously financially free and going places. And again, that was a live trade on the call. Absolutely amazing. So please, my recommendation is, please, if you haven't taken that trade already, you can take that trade. And again, our trades, I'd say, are between 80 and 90% positive. So 8 out of 9 trades that you place using our system will derive you a profit. Now, what I want to talk about now is one of my favorite topics, and that is the topic of cryptocurrency. If you can see my screen, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and I will continue. Now, Bitcoin was conceived in 2009. Bitcoin was conceived in 2009. This chart does not actually go as far back as 2009, but I can go back to, let's have a look, see how far it goes. I can go back as far as 2011. So in 2011, the price of one Bitcoin, I'm just looking here, was actually around, you can see that, around $10. Around $10 in 2011. Now imagine, let's, to keep things very, very conservative here, imagine if you'd bought 10 Bitcoins for $10 each, 10 Bitcoins. How much would that have cost you? $100. Imagine if you'd held those Bitcoins till today, as a lot of people did. You would be sitting on a portfolio of $500,000, and all you've done is traded twice. You've bought when the price was very, very low, and you're selling when the price is, $56,000. So that's $500,000, $500,000 just by buying Bitcoin when the price was low and selling when the price is high. Now, obviously, since 2009, the price has gone and been all over the place, and we've had many, many peaks in that time period. So many people that I speak to, many lay people, people who don't really understand Bitcoin, will say to you, do you know what? The price is so high now, the bubble is going to burst. People have been saying that since 2009. When the price hit an all-time high of $100, people were saying, a lot of people were saying, it's a bubble, it's going to burst, you're going to lose all your money. In December 2017, and you can see from this chart here, in December 2017, a previous all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved of just under $20,000. When the price hit $20,000 or close to $20,000, many people were saying, it's a bubble, it's not going to end well, you will lose all your money. Look at the price today, $56,000. And again, surprise, surprise, even today, people are saying, do you know what? It's a bubble, you're going to lose your money, things are not going to look good for you. What I'm saying to you is Bitcoin is here to stay. It's the future of money, and Bitcoin is just one cryptocurrency out of 8,851 cryptocurrencies in the market. Bitcoin just happens to be the largest cryptocurrency in the market. Today, currently, the market capitalization of Bitcoin is $1 trillion. $1 trillion. Compare that to foreign exchange. In foreign exchange, up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged every single day. So cryptocurrencies are still a baby compared to forex. We're in the baby phase at the moment, the beginning. There's a long way to go yet, and many proponents in the marketplace feel that the price of Bitcoin will hit 6 figures. Many people say it could happen this year. I'm not going to give you any price predictions on this presentation, but just imagine if you bought one Bitcoin today for around $50,000 and held on to that for 6 months or so until the price hit $100,000. You'd be sitting on a profit of $50,000. And all you've done is bought once and sold when the price is high. Now, what we do is we actually teach you how to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. So again, you don't have to buy a whole cryptocurrency. That is the good news. So a whole Bitcoin, obviously a Bitcoin is $50,000+. You don't have to buy the whole thing. You can buy several Satoshis. One Satoshi is 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. So you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. You can buy one for $100, $200, or even £10 if you want to. Now, what we do is we actually make an income, derive profit, whether the price is going up or whether the price is coming down. So this is one of our charts here. And this actually churns out trading ideas or trading alerts. So we will tell you when there's a sell in the market. A sell is basically when you should sell that particular asset because the price is expected to go down. So at this point, we called out a sell, and you can see the price came down. We called out a buy here, the price went up. A sell here, the price came down. A buy here, the price went up, and a sell, and a buy, and a sell, and so on and so on. The last signal was called out today. What time is it now? 6:40. It was called out at 5 p.m. and that was a buy on Bitcoin. And look at that. It was called out at, let's have a look. It was called out when the price was 52,000, and currently the price is around $56,000. So the price has gone up from $52,000 to $56,000 on the back of that call. And that, you're looking at an increase. Sorry, no, 55 to 56, sorry. Yeah, 55,000 to about 56,951. That's 1,715 pips or $1,715 you could have made if you'd taken that. You could have made multiples of that as well, but that's when you're trading on leverage, which we do as well. And also, we don't just do Bitcoin or Ethereum, we do additional cryptocurrencies as well. And we give you trading ideas or alerts every single day. So this is one of our platforms here, and again the latest one was the Bitcoin trade I've just shown you, and prior to that we had the Ripple trade come out, and then prior to that Ethereum. And looking at these, you can see how many trading ideas or alerts that we do. So what is a trading idea or alert? That basically means that we've done the analysis for you, so you don't have to do the analysis yourself. Obviously, if you've just joined, you haven't got a clue how to trade, you don't know how to do the analysis, the good news is we will do that for you on your behalf. We will give you the numbers, and all you have to do is plant those numbers into an app on your phone. So we'll give you the entry price, we'll give you the stop loss number, we'll give you the take profit. All you do is copy and paste the stop loss and the take profit number into MetaTrader 4 on your phone and press buy or sell, and the trade will be placed for you. If you don't want to use leverage, you can buy and sell directly on the exchange as well. So there's thousands of exchanges out there that allow you to trade, buy and sell cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. It is the future of money, whether you like it or not. Today, you can actually go out there and buy a car using Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You can go out and buy properties using cryptocurrency. You can even go out to thousands of outlets all over the world and transact using cryptocurrencies. And even today, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of something big. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Now, going back to my presentation of earlier, what I was talking about was that if you were to recommend 2 people to the organization, you don't need to pay the monthly fee. If you were to recommend 3 people to the organization, the company starts paying you a commission or a bonus. Let me give you an example. If you recommend one person to the forex academy, the basic academy, the company will pay you $25. The same is the case for the high frequency academy and also the digital academy. Should you recommend someone to the elite academy, the organization will pay you $50. Now you're probably thinking, that's not much. What am I going to do with $50? It gets better. Should you recommend 3 people to the organization, the company will pay you $150 every single month. And the way we operate is via word of mouth marketing, which means that once you like what you've seen, what you've used, once you're making profits, you can recommend the program to other people, and when they join, the company will start to pay you. Should you recommend 12 people, you'll get $600 a month, 30 people, $1,000 every single month. And again, the great news is, even with those 30 people, you do not have to recommend all 30 people yourself. Even if you recommend just 3 people and they recommend others, so your collective organization is 30 people deep, you will still get paid the $1,000. The compensation plan goes up to $750,000 every single month. We have several people within our organization who are earning in excess of $750,000 every single month. Now, when I was in corporate, and had someone said that to me, I would not have believed them, because in the UK, the average income is £1,800 a month net. That is the average income in the UK. In all honesty, that is not a lot of money. You try buying a house when your income is £2,000 a month. Let's double it. Even if your income is £3,000 to £4,000 a month and you're living in London, you try going out there and buying a house. Excuse me, there's not many properties you can buy, unfortunately, with those types of income streams. Now, when it comes to trading, when it comes to having the investor mindset, what we do is that we derive a profit every single day from the platform. We have almost 500,000 students or customers all over the world in over 130 plus countries. Now, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did do. Millions of people all over the world spend 40 hours a week earning, or rather for 40 years, only to retire on 40% of what they could not afford to live on in the first place. You do not want to be of that type of person. When I was in corporate, I was passing over opportunities repeatedly. I did not know what an opportunity was because my mindset was fixed. I was in the matrix, my mindset was fixed. I had been schooled from a very young age to be a worker, a slave to the system. And the good news is that this opportunity allows you to leave that mold and to become financially free, as many of us have now become. Is it not about time now that you became the 5%? My recommendation to you is to reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation, and let's get you registered today. What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Thousands, if not millions of students in the UK, let's just look at the UK as an example, are spending, I'd say, £9,500 every single year for their degrees, and there is no guarantee of a job afterwards. The job market at the moment is terrible because of the pandemic, because millions of people have lost their jobs recently. Many millions of businesses have gone bust. The job market is always non-existent, yet people continue to spend £9,000 plus every single year to get a degree that does not guarantee a job. Here, for between $200 and $300, give and take, you can learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. My name is Dr. Jav. It was an honor to be your host today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you learned something. Please reach out to the person who recommended you attend this call, and we'll get you registered straight away, and we'll show you how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. Thank you.